At 75, Victoria Principal has begun to reflect more openly on the experiences that shaped her life, both the triumphs and the heartbreaks. Best known for her iconic role on the television series Dallas, Principal built a career that combined talent, determination, and resilience. Yet behind the fame lies a deeply personal story that includes a romance with pop singer Andy Gibb, a relationship remembered with both joy and sadness. As she looks back decades later, Victoria shares memories not only of love and loss, but also of the path that led her from a childhood of constant travel to becoming one of television's most recognizable faces. Born abroad, a unique beginning in Japan, Victoria Principal was born Vicky Ree Principal on January 3, 1950 in Fukuoka, a historic coastal city in southern Japan known for its culture and scenic beauty. Her birth overseas was tied directly to her father's military service. At the time, her father, Victor Rocco Principal, served as a sergeant in the United States Air Force and was stationed in Fukuoka during the post-World War II period. Growing up in a military family meant that discipline, responsibility, and adaptability were part of everyday life. Even before she was old enough to understand the world around her, Victoria's life had already begun in a place far from what many would consider home, family roots, and cultural heritage. Victoria's father, Victor Principal, was of Italian-American descent and brought strong values of discipline and commitment into the household. Military life demanded structure, and he ensured that his daughters understood the importance of responsibility and perseverance. Her mother, Ree Principal, was of English heritage and worked as a homemaker, providing warmth and emotional stability amid the frequent moves. Together, her parents created a balanced environment that combined structure with compassion. The blend of Italian, American, and English traditions gave Victoria a culturally rich upbringing. Family gatherings, storytelling, and strong emotional bonds shaped her personality and later influenced how she approached both acting and business, a childhood of constant movement. Because of her father's military career, Victoria and her younger sister Kim experienced a childhood defined by constant relocation. Their family lived in several places across the globe, including London and Puerto Rico, as well as multiple locations across the United States. Each move introduced the sisters to new customs, languages, and environments. While the constant change made stability difficult, it also nurtured adaptability and curiosity. Victoria quickly learned how to adjust to unfamiliar surroundings and connect with people from different backgrounds. These early experiences built the resilience and confidence that later helped her navigate the competitive entertainment industry. The challenge of changing schools. Frequent relocations meant Victoria and her sister attended an extraordinary number of schools, reportedly around 17 throughout their childhood. This constant shift made it difficult to maintain long-term friendships or feel rooted in one community. However, it also taught Victoria valuable social skills. She learned how to make connections quickly, adapt to new environments, and leave a lasting impression wherever she went. These abilities later proved essential in her acting career, where auditions, networking, and first impressions often determined success. Despite the instability, Victoria remained determined and curious, striving to excel academically and socially no matter where her family's military journey took them. Early training in the arts. During her youth, Victoria attended the prestigious Royal Ballet School in London. Known worldwide for its rigorous standards and disciplined approach, the institution shaped many successful performers. Her time there gave her an early appreciation for artistic expression and performance. Ballet training required dedication, physical control, and emotional discipline. Although she did not ultimately pursue a professional career in dance, the experience provided valuable lessons in posture, stage presence, and confidence. These qualities would later become essential assets when she transitioned into acting. Even at a young age, the foundations of her future career were quietly taking shape, a different dream studying medicine. After graduating in 1968 from South Dade Senior High School, Victoria initially chose a very different path. She enrolled in a medical program at Miami-Dade Community College, aspiring to become a doctor. Her decision reflected a strong desire to help people and make a meaningful difference in the world. Friends and teachers recognized her academic potential and dedication. For a time, it seemed her future would be in hospitals and laboratories rather than film sets. Yet life sometimes redirects even the most carefully planned ambitions, and a sudden event soon forced her to reconsider her path entirely. The accident that changed everything. Only a year into her studies, Victoria experienced a serious accident that altered the course of her life. The injuries required months of recovery, giving her time for reflection and self-examination. During this difficult period, she began to rethink her future. The experience reminded her how unpredictable life can be and how important it is to pursue one's passions. Instead of returning to her medical studies, she chose to follow her growing interest in performance. This moment became a turning point, one where uncertainty transformed into opportunity. What began as a setback eventually became the catalyst for a career in acting and entertainment. Entering the world of acting determined to pursue acting seriously, Victoria moved to New York City, a hub for aspiring performers. There, she immersed herself in the demanding world of auditions, modeling, and commercial work. Every opportunity became a chance to learn and grow. She appeared in advertisements, walked runways, and studied tirelessly to improve her craft. To refine her acting skills further, she trained at the renowned Royal Academy of Dramatic Art and studied privately with acting coach Gene Scott. These experiences gave her professional discipline, emotional range, and technical skill, qualities that eventually helped her secure major television roles. A love story with Andy Gibb. During the height of her career, Victoria formed a romantic relationship with pop star Andy Gibb, the youngest brother of members of the legendary group Bee Gees. Their relationship captured the attention of fans and media alike. Andy was charming, talented, and widely admired for his musical success. Yet behind the scenes, he struggled with personal challenges, including substance abuse and the pressures of fame. Victoria cared deeply for him and hoped he would find stability. Despite their affection for each other, the difficulties surrounding his lifestyle eventually strained the relationship, leading them to part ways. Tragedy and lasting heartbreak. On March 10, 1988, tragedy struck when Andy Gibb died at only 30 years old from myocarditis. An inflammation of the heart worsened by years of drug abuse. The loss shocked fans around the world and deeply affected Victoria. Even though their romantic relationship had ended years earlier, the emotional connection remained strong. She later admitted that the news felt like losing a piece of her own history. The memories they shared, conversations, laughter, and dreams remained vivid. For Victoria, Andy's death served as a painful reminder of how fragile life can be and how quickly opportunities for reconciliation can disappear. Looking back with peace and gratitude. Now in her 70s, Victoria Principal speaks about Andy Gibb with compassion rather than regret. Time has softened the pain, allowing her to remember the happiness they shared rather than only the sadness of his passing. She often recalls moments of quiet joy, walks along the beach, heartfelt conversations, and the warmth of a connection that once meant so much. Though their future together never materialized, she remains grateful for the time they had. At 75, Victoria views her life with perspective and acceptance. Her memories of Andy are bittersweet, but they remain an enduring chapter in a remarkable life story.